So once again, welcome back to my festive kitchen. I'm going to show you a really simple starter we can do for a Christmas lunch or any other lunch that we're going to have throughout the course of the season. You can make it a couple of weeks in advance and freeze it. You can make it a couple of days in advance and put it in your fridge. We're just going to do a very quick, very easy carrot and coriander soup. So I'll bring you over, show you the few ingredients that we're going to use, and we'll get started straight away. So, if you couldn't tell, carrot and coriander soup is pretty much carrot soup with some coriander in there. I'm going to use a bit of red onion for a little bit extra flavour, and we're going to use some double cream just to give it that little bit extra sort of oomph and special feel just for Christmas. So we've got a little bit of butter, we've got some plain flour, we've got our carrots, and I've got some ground coriander which I'll throw in as and when we need it as well. So we're going to start by peeling our carrots and chopping them as to small pieces as possible. Like so. We're going to keep them to the side, and we're just going to get some of our red onion, we don't want too much because we're using this as a gentle flavour and not the main flavour of our soup. So we're going to throw that into our pan. With a little bit of butter. And we're just going to sweat those onions off like we did with the sauce. When you're doing that, we're going to take as long as possible to really soften those onions up, because as we do that, they start to release their sugars, which gives you that beautiful caramelized flavour as a base to our soup, which is what we're looking for this soup. As we did when we were making our soup sauces, we're going to have a little bit of plain flour, but the minute you put that in, you are going to start to beat it with your whisk, because we don't want any lumps at all. We want a nice smooth blend. This will help thicken up our soup later on. There we go. Quite happy with that. So into that we're just going to throw all of our lovely carrots. And throw some on the floor, because it happens every single time with carrots. Don't ask me what it is. Carrots end up on the floor and the cats will come and nick it as soon as they realise it's landed. No, one's found something else to nick instead. That's something off the tree. I'm going to go and rescue that, and we'll be right back. So now that we've got our carrots in there, we're going to add some water. As you can see, we're not adding too much water, we're adding just enough to float those carrots on top. And because I haven't got a vegetable stock prepared, I'm just going to use a stock cube itself. Like so. Give that a quick blend, and we'll return that to the heat, pop the lid on, and just cook and cook and cook. We're going to get this up to a temperature and just let it cook all the way through. We're going to make those carrots as soft as possible. I'm going to give that about a tablespoon of the coriander leaf. If you've got fresh coriander, then you want about 2 stalks worth of leaves finely diced. And we'll just pop that straight into it, give it a quick blend and throw the lid back on. So our carrots have softened down quite nicely now. I'm going to use my blender for this. You can use a stick blender if you wish. But we're just going to pour that mix into the blender, and we're just going to puree this soup. So now that we've got that blitzed, we're going to put that back into our saucepan and blend it with the liquid that we did have in there still. Whilst we're still off the heat, so at this point I like to add a little splash of double cream. I'll blend that through. Doesn't that just look absolutely beautiful? So I'll do a little quick clean up and we'll seal the bowl of this. One for the thumbnail and 2 so you can get a good idea of how it looks when we serve this up as a beautiful starter for our Christmas lunch. Now isn't that going to look absolutely divine as a starter served to all your guests, all your family, just before we sit down, or as we sit down, for our wonderful Christmas lunch. I'm going to enjoy this as my, to be honest, it's my lunch for today. I'm going to sit down and enjoy this. I hope you enjoy this. As you can tell, this has all been pre-filmed because I'm definitely not at home at the moment. But enjoy this soup. Make it all year round, with or without the cream, doesn't make a difference. If you're trying to be healthy, then obviously we're going to not have the cream in there. But seeing as it's the seasonal time, I'm going to enjoy a little bit of cream in my soup. So thanks for visiting in my kitchen. Have a wonderful day. Have a brilliant Christmas. If you've liked this recipe, if you've liked the video, then hit that like button. It lets me know you want me to continue doing these videos. If you haven't done so already, then please subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell, which will show you, which will alert you every time I put a new video up. And I hope to see you soon. So thanks for visiting in my kitchen. Bye-bye.